Hi, everyone. Welcome. Welcome on. I hope you're having a good day. Welcome to Tea and Tarot Tuesday, even though this is our pre recorded session. So if you get to catch us live tonight, then you get to be a part of the unfolding of this beautiful journey for Tea and Tarot. And here comes Tony saying hi. And we get to see what is the tea for the energy from spirit. We get to see what's going on. I know that we are in the full moon portal in Aquarius. We have the full moon in Aquarius on the 19th of August. So at the time of the release of this reading of Tea and Tarot Tuesday, it'll be the day after the full moon, but the full moon portals do last and linger about 3 days before and 3 days after the full moon. So that energy will still be really prominent. Right now, we're in the pre-shadows of that full moon. So I'm curious to see what Spirit has to say for the Divine Feminine, Masculine Collective, and from Lemuria of what we can expect at a glance in the future to look into for next week as well. So I have a different kind of tea tonight. I have a white rose that I just put in my water and then also squeeze some lemon. So if you have your tea, you ready to get your tea? Cheers. I hope that you can hear me okay. I really do. Might have to change the angle a little bit to make sure the speakers aren't being clear. If you can hear me, or if you cannot hear me, I guess I should say, definitely let me know. Because yeah, I have been having some issues with sound, and that's Mercury retrograde for you, that's for sure. But I hope everyone is doing well. I hope you are blessed. I hope you are wonderful. And I'm just going to go ahead and dive right on in. Let's see if there's anything that I want to chat about other than the fact that we have the full moon in Aquarius. The Aquarius energy is the humanitarian, okay, but it also very individual, the individualist humanitarian is the Aquarian. So this energy is definitely going to be around the completion of how you are presenting yourself. That's how I'm seeing this. How I'm hearing this full moon in Aquarius is going to be, as the full moons are of completion of cycles, right? And so to see what is closing out, what cycles are closing out for you, around who you are and how you're showing up in the world and how you are participating is what I'm hearing in the world. So sorry if you hear if the shuffles, hopefully the shuffles don't matter. Welcome on. Healthy Smoke Sesh says, how much money should a man have in savings to be financially safe, in your opinion? And do you see faces in the moon? Two different questions, but I mean, it really, as far as what is safe for you to save up, that's kind of up to, based on your, and in my opinion, it would be based on what your expenses are already. If they say to a minimum of like 3 times what you have, what your expenses are, just in case of an emergency. If you lose your job or something happens and you still have bills to pay, you still have your rent and utilities and food that you need to get. So that kind of thing, if you were to tally that up, that's what I would, that's how I would look at it. At least 3 months worth of your expenses would be good to start saving for. And that's a good question, especially with this full moon right now coming in because that is, there are a lot of rapid changes and um, that are happening, as well as just the transits that are happening in the planets right now. And so there's a lot of shifting and changing that could be rapid shifting, rapid changing that you just don't know what could happen. So that's actually a really, really good question that you asked. Um, and then as far as do I see faces in the moon? I don't see faces in the moon, but I actually do see a peace sign on the moon. I don't know which angle it is. It's like this. I don't know, something like that. And some people say that looks like the man on the moon. But I have a song that I'm working on, and look at the bottom of the deck for the feminine, actually, the moon. So I love that. Yeah, I have a song called "Peace Sign on the Moon" that I'm working on, and it is something I've always seen um, since high school. So I love that the feminine energy is coming out with this moon card. Um, and I'm hearing that, especially since we're talking about the moon card, or since we're talking about the moon and the full moon coming up in Aquarius, that we definitely want to tap into our intuition. The moon is about our emotional needs. The moon is about our following our psyche and our intuition, right? So I'm hearing that if there are, like the question that you just asked, if there are questions about needing to save up, or what would be healthy to save just in case of an emergency, you never know what's going to happen. There can be some crazy ish that can happen out there any minute right now. And so I'm seeing with the card that flipped out for the feminine here is that we have the Ace of Swords. This is clarity. Use your intuition to find clarity. You never want to wait until the emergency to start saving, right? That's what the emergency stash is for, right? Even if it's like taking up $10, $20 every time you purchase something and they ask for cash back. If you can do that, just putting that aside, because you just never know. Getting things when you go to the grocery store that are non perishable, that can last, cans of food or boxes of mac and cheese or whatever the case is, that might help with being able to be prepared. Um, and so this is this is something that, sorry guys, I'm kind of reading the chat, but then I'm also like not, because y'all aren't making any sense. And so sometimes I just gonna carry on with the message here so I don't get too sidetracked. Bottom of the deck for the feminine is the Six of Wands, which is really beautiful. So the feminine energy here, which the feminine energy is within us all. Okay, we all have that masculine and feminine energy within us. The feminine energy is about the non-physical. The feminine energy is about the conception, the idea, the thought that comes in before we actually bring it into fruition. The masculine energy is bringing it into fruition. And so, feminine here is looking at her emotional needs, her intuitive desires, her intuitive communication with spirit to find clarity in her needs, clarity in how she needs to move forward, clarity in how this full moon is closing out cycles so that she can really step into who she really is becoming, because she is manifesting something of victory, manifesting something of solitude, is what I'm hearing. Really beautiful. Why and what kind of clarity, just for just to get some clarification. Thank you, feminine here. So the clarity that she is seeking from divine, the Sun card, the Ace of Wands, and the Hanged Man. She's finding clarity in her truth and who she really is, in the light that she is. She is a light worker. She's finding clarity in this beautiful new energy that's coming through. She's looking and getting clarity in her past. shifting her perspective to look at life from a new perspective and seeing who she really truly is. And every time I see the Ace of Wands, I also see that as a message from Spirit saying that that we need to sage the space here. Let's get that clarity going. Uh-oh. Did I leave my... Okay, hold on. Let me go get my my Palo Santo. I'll be right back. All right. So, because we gotta set the tone here. That way we can have a good conversation. We can bring in the energies from those who want and are at the high vibration of conscious love, who are seeking clarity to really move in their highest timeline, their highest purpose. Spirit, thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here with us. I'm going to go ahead and cleanse this room, this space, this reading, so that we can be protected, so that we can have the messages that we need to move in your divinity, so we can really stand up and show up as our truth, as our light, as light workers, as healers, as we are healing the heart of a woman and the soul of mankind through conscious love. So, if you want to unfold this energy, if you want to unfold the messages for this full moon in Aquarius, so that we can see what is for us at a glance, please come correct, is what Spirit just said, is please come correct and have a kind heart in your spirit, in your soul. Please come with kindness, wisdom, love. And if that is not your energy, then you do not get to be a part of this reading, and you will be asked to remove yourself. That's what Spirit is saying. Because there's a lot, that's that divine discernment right now, setting that intention, setting those boundaries, listening to what Spirit has to say to set those boundaries, okay, so that we can really be in alignment, excuse me, with our soul, with our highest truth. Really beautiful. Hi, John Quadros, welcome on. Glad you guys are here. And Michael says the divine don't glow up, don't blow up, we glow up. That's right. Yes, what's meant for you is for you, and no one can take that away but you. That's right, Michael. That's right. We reap what we sow. Yeah. So let's go ahead and see what the energies are continuing. So I'm going to kind of look at this here. There is some really beautiful, that's a really beautiful reflection that the feminine is having. Really trusting in divine with the two aces, trusting in divine's fresh perspective and listening to spirit's energy, movement, trusting, allowing her light to shine, or his light. Again, feminine and masculine energy are not gender. I just say it. I just use those pronouns for ease. So that's okay. I'm going to see what the masculine energy is talking about here as well. Yeah, really beautiful. The Hangman card, when it comes out, I think it came out in last week's Tea and Tarot Tuesday as well. So that's interesting because the Hangman card is the figure of Medusa, of her hair of snakes. And the story around Medusa that a lot of people don't know is that she was, um, she actually put herself under a spell so that she could protect herself. The hair of snakes was a protection because she was so badly abused and taken advantage of by men in her life, that she used these snakes as a way of protection when anytime someone looked at her lustfully or sexually, they would turn to stone. So it was a way to protect her, herself. And I think that's interesting that it's used as the hangman card in the divine feminine deck as a way of, the hangman is typically around looking at life from a different perspective, shifting your perspective so that you can understand life a little bit better. And so when I'm seeing this here with the sun and the ace of wands, it's like the feminine is looking at life from a different perspective, a new perspective, a fresh perspective, because she's coming into her truth. The sun card the sun is the most vibrant star we have on in our earth, our galaxy, right? And so you can't dim the sunlight. There may be the overcast and clouds, and the moon at night might come through, but the moon is still being reflected of the sun, and that's why it's so bright, right? That's why the the full moon, I don't know if any of you guys have seen it yet so far, but it's so bright when the skies are clear. That's that reflection of the sun. So I'm hearing that no matter what, shine your light, divine feminine. Even if you have gone through some really hard, traumatic, difficult times in your life, you are being renewed and restored. And that's the clarity that you are getting right now. That's bringing you into victory. Yeah, really beautiful. So the bottom of the deck for the masculine here, we have the Page of Pentacles here. Masculine is really reflecting on this rare gift, this rare opportunity, this rare beauty that he has in his possession. What are you going to do with it, masculine? What are you going to do with it? Are you going to invest it? Are you going to, ooh, I guess he got a whole novel to tell me about what he's going to do with it. And look at that. Bottom of the deck is the Sun card. Yeah, because he knows his truth. The Sun card also represents joy. I love that. So finding joy. I love that they're reflecting each other right now. Let's see what he's going to do with this Ace of Pentacles. It's a lot. Masculine always either wants to talk, comes out with a novel. We have the King of Cups. Yeah, and this Temperance card coming with the Three of Swords again. The King of Cups, Three of Swords, and the Temperance. So, interesting. I think we had the same combo last week too, but it was the King of Pentacles. So he's really maturing right now. What he's going to do, what that pentacle, that Ace of Pentacle that he's studying about, is helping him mature from the heartaches, the heartbreaks that he's had in his life. Which is teaching him, helping him to balance, helping him to transmute that energy, right? Helping him to pour out the old and pour in the new so that he can refresh his divine soul, his divine, what I'm seeing with the Sun card, youth, right? With that little boy, that's the joy of his innocence, restoring his innocence. Yeah, with the Tower in reverse underneath that. Really interesting. That's interesting. The whole deck is in reverse other than that Sun card. And then we have the 10 of Wands, and the 8 of Pentacles. He's coming to a completion. He's coming to the end of his cycles, of this cycle of carrying the weight of the world. He's been working so hard. He's been working so hard on carrying such a burden. It may not even be his own burden. It could be the burden of this third party. Maybe there's a karmic interference, is what I'm hearing, perhaps. And karmic doesn't have to, and third party doesn't have to be another person in a relationship, although it could be. But it could also be addictions or careers that are soul sucking jobs, is what I'm hearing. It could also be a family who are non-supportive of your journey. It could be, and I just saw 2112 on the clock, so that mirroring, it could be the reflection of others, the reflection of others' energy. That's also can be a karmic interference. Interesting. Yeah, codependency is what I'm hearing. Those are the burdens that he's been carrying. The burdens of codependency is what I'm hearing. Trying to please everyone, trying to do everything for everyone, working so hard, and he's trying to balance that to become emotionally mature. And then we have the Queen of Wands, the World card, the Page of Swords. This is more the cards that I normally get, John Quadros. You get these cards a lot? That's confirmation. That's confirmation. Trend Tube says, do you know anything about Krishna? A little bit, but we ain't gonna get into it right now. Because I don't want to get too sidetracked. Otherwise, we'd be here all night. I love talking to you guys, though. I really do. But sometimes I'll listen back and I'll be like, dang, I really got sidetracked. So we have the Queen of Wands, the World card, and the Page of Swords coming up with the Magician and the Wheel of Fortune. Beautiful. Ending this conversation out from the Divine Masculine. Now, I'm trying not to show the World card just because I forgot to put clothes on her. So we're going to do this. For the sake of YouTube, I'm gonna hold it up like this. So the Queen of Wands, the World, the Page of Swords. He's really working on a new world. That's that completion, right? The 21, the World card is the final major arcana. The end of an old world coming into a new world. And then the 10 of Wands is the completion as well of carrying these burdens. And the Queen of Wands here is about loving yourself, really. Hi, Trensbots. Hi, Amin. Welcome in. The Queen of Wands is about confidence, is about loving everything about yourself. Maybe this masculine is working on himself, going to the gym, got a haircut, maybe, I don't know, got a new face care routine, and so now he's got nice fresh glow. I don't know, right? Maybe you're working on your pentacles, but this Queen of Wands is typically about building that confidence, loving yourself, showing up fully and sexy and really, really, just happy and pleased with who you are, right? Scott says, hi, I'm from Tasmania, Australia. Welcome on, Scott. So glad you're here. Trendbot says, me too. Trendbot says, what's your name? My name is Princess Leah, 888. Welcome here. I'm glad that you are here on my channel. What my energy is around is yes, the force is with me, and we are here to heal the heart of a woman and thus the soul of mankind through conscious love. So those are the energies that I pull. So that's what I'm seeing, though. Let me hear more of what the masculine wants to say. Mhm. Just really building, working on his confidence, working on building that self confidence. Um, John Quadros says very touching. Yes, Trent says hi, hello. You know, the Page of Swords they call the the stalker of the of the of the tarot, which is hilarious, right? Because he's being watched. It's like wanting to know everything about whoever it is that he's watching, or wanting, yeah, wanting to know, wanting to watch to see if it's safe to come into this new world, to create this new world, and to really start something new. The world card has the oh plus, and then we have, yeah, because he's manifesting. I forgot we have the magician and the wheel of fortune, because he is manifesting what was written in the stars, in the akashic records. The world card also has the fixed signs. The fixed signs, the same thing that the the akashic records, the wheel of fortune has. You see, and they're all journaling, like as if they're writing in the akashic records. So maybe you are a fixed sign. Aquarius is a fixed sign, and we are in the vibes of the new in the full moon in Aquarius. And so Aquarius, then you have Scorpio, you have Taurus, you have Leo. We also are in Leo season too. So maybe some of those signs resonate with you. If not, that's okay. The Magician card, yeah, with that infinity, he is really tapping into all of the tools that he has all of the tools that he has so that he can manifest. And what I'm hearing is he really doesn't have to work as hard as he thinks. He really doesn't have to work as hard, because the best way to manifest something that is already divinely destined for you is to truly just learn how to master your craft, your skills, and to allow yourself to receive it in, is what I'm hearing, to receive it. And I know that's hard for the masculine energy, because masculine energy is about doing. It's about doing. It's about doing and bringing it into fruition, bringing all of that into fruition. But in order for us to balance our masculine and feminine energies within us so that we can be the master manifester of what is divinely orchestrated for us, is that sometimes we do have to lay those burdens down. Sometimes you have to realize when it's time to stop carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders, masculine. You're almost there. You see, the home is almost there to go lay those burdens down. You don't have to work so hard to do, is what I'm hearing. You don't have to work so hard to manifest what is already intended for you. And not to mention that we have so many planets in retrograde as well. So that is also, significant about being in that space of rest and recovery and reflection, all the REs, okay? That's what the Mercury retrograde is about, is pausing on communication, pausing on how, even around contracts or long-term decisions, right? Trying not to make so many decisions during this retrograde in Mercury, because it's around that Mercury rules communication. If you can't tell, I can't speak. Um, Rules communication. Mercury rules um, transportation. It rules your psyche, right? The 5D, if you know what that is, like it rules our mental, our how we communicate, how we respond, how we that's why sometimes people be all over the place fighting and wars happening and breakups happening and cars breaking down and technology going crazy during a Mercury retrograde, because that's what Mercury rules. So at this time, it's best when it's retrograding to be do as the feminine does and just rest, to sometimes look at, if you hang yourself upside down and look at life from a different perspective. Take a bath, is what I hear. Let it go. Just be. Just be in your light. I'm hearing find joy. Find joy. That actually is how you manifest best, when you can stay in that high vibration of joy and love and curiosity and excitement. There is a message that wants to come in. The masculine wants to communicate something with this page of swords that I hear. That's why perhaps he's working hard on and looking at and potentially really hyper focusing on another, and it could be a person, place, or thing. It could be for a job. It could be for a romantic partner. It could be for whatever it is for you, because there is a new world that is shifting. It's the world that has always been manifesting, has always been intended for you. We're tapping into our highest timeline, is what I'm hearing. We're shifting into our highest timeline. Sorry, guys, I have been missing the chat here. Scott says, sounds like you're talking about me. John Quadro says, very positive readings. Bless you. Thank you. John Quadro says, my opening, bless you as well. My opening cards always have been Hangman and always take it negatively. Yours was the first time you have moved it positively. Right on. I like that. Yeah, I mean, I feel like the cards, even some of the worst cards, right? This is just about energy. Energy is not negative or positive necessarily. It's just how you choose to, again, perceive it, right? Um, Even with this idea of Medusa and her story, like she's, you know, has always been known as this like weird witch who makes people turn to stone, but they don't really know her story behind it all. When you look at it from that perspective, when you look at it from recognizing, you know, there is more to the story, then it does widen and expand your consciousness about it. And that, in my opinion, that's what conscious love is, to be able to expand and make choices based on knowing the full spectrum of the scenario, knowing all about, being able to know as much as you can about yourself, about everything that you are, acquiring and manifesting. If it's a person, understanding where they're coming from, as opposed to always thinking, well, they just are doing this to me and they don't give me this enough love and all that. that's a whole nother conversation. But that is something that we're learning how to heal, because we have been conditioned so much to look at every card negatively, or every uncomfortable or unwanted experience as bad. But life is about the experience in of itself. We are spiritual beings having this human journey, right? I know that's cliche, but it's the truth. And once we recognize that, we can then be the witness to this journey, as opposed to the victim to it, and not and then we are just letting, pain and suffering take us over. Conscious love is being able to awaken to that, the joy in life, awaken to see the blessing and the lesson as much as possible in life. I'm not saying that everything's going to be peaches and roses and sunshine. No, it's being able to see even the harshest of traumas that we go through, and look at them from another perspective away. And sometimes even it's all about the energy around the cards too, and it's also about the energy of the reader, in my opinion, as well. It's just, everyone has every reader has their own energy and their own reflection on it as well. So when my intention to read for the collective is to pull from the highest vibrations of conscious love, then that's where I'm going to see these messages, because that's what spirit wants for me to share with you. That makes sense. Yeah. Scott says, have a lovely day. Bless you. Blessings to you too. Thank you for joining. John Quadro says, that is the truth, and we'll focus on positive side in everything. Thank you. You are very welcome. Thank you. Thank you for adding that comment. So the collective here has a beautiful energy, speaking of which, but this Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So we have, again, this beautiful divine relationship, divine union. There is something around love for someone out there that is hearing this, because what we don't see is this, again, this contracted, the Two of Cups is that soul contract, that soul connection. Um, Perhaps that is what the masculine is working on here, trying to manifest as he's healing, right? Because this is something that is written. This love perhaps has been, you have been, um, you have been connected for lifetimes, is what I'm hearing. Ace of Wands, and then the Queen of Swords is coming out here for the collective. The Ace of Wands for the second time to mirror and confirm the feminine energy of the Ace of Wands, because there is a beautiful divine new awakening, new earth, new energy. I just heard the book by Eckhart Tolle says awakening to your life's purpose, a new earth. That's one of my favorite spiritual awakening books. So if that's something that you're interested in reading, um, perhaps that's why it came to mind. With the Queen of Swords, so I'm hearing that with this new energy, with this new divine awakening, have discernment. Have discernment with your boundaries. Be clear. The Queen of Swords is about being mindful of your thoughts and your emotions, and not getting too wrapped up in either of them. Sometimes Aquarius energy can be really um, it's like it's out of the box, but it can also be quite stoic. It can also be really logical. And so if it doesn't make sense, even if it doesn't make sense to anyone else in the world, if it doesn't make sense to them though, they're like, no, right? And that's that fixed sign. And sometimes the Aquarius energy, the only reason why I'm saying that again is because of this Aquarius full moon coming up. The Aquarius energy can sometimes cut off the emotion. Why? Because of the heartache. It just makes it easier, is what I'm hearing. Makes it easier when you don't have to feel anything at all. And that's really sad to hear. If that's something that can happen for some of us, which is normal. We want to numb, right? We want to, bypass. That's where the vices come in, right? Of watching Netflix or binge eating or, being having those sexually addictive behaviors or alcohol or drugs or weed or whatever it is. I'm hearing spirit is helping the collective is tapping into spirit, is listening and being guided by the fresh new purification that is helping this collective to move with heart and mind, being able to not get too caught up in the emotions and not too logical to where you're not even allowing yourself to express your feelings at all. Beautiful. Because again, with the bottom of the deck, what you don't see is that there is something that is really beautiful unfolding for you, emotionally fulfilling. So if you can allow yourself to find that balance of mind and heart, to follow your passion, to follow your love, to follow your heart with the high heart chakra color of this pink, right? Of your ecstatic bliss. Because that is coming into soul, that allows you to move in soul. And our divine counterparts are our soul. We are one as soul together. That makes sense, right? That's why it's a divine contract. That's why it is a soul contract. That's why it is written in the stars. And the wheels are turning. Yeah, because if you see closely, there's like these two drops here in each chalice. And it's like recognizing that you are the two drops, the each of you, right? For those that this resonates with, and if it doesn't, that's okay. But you are the two drops in this cup of love. That's what I just heard, right? And that it's almost like when you realize, there was a post I reposted on my Instagram. Feel free to follow me on Princess Leah 888. Anyway, it said enlightenment is when you awaken to the awareness that the waves. No, what is it? Enlightenment is when the waves realize that they are the ocean. And so I'm seeing this as these two little droplets in this cup is what makes up the body of that cup, right? You are a part of something bigger. The oh, and look at that underneath, beautiful, is the 10 of Pentacles, because there you are part of something that is so much bigger than you can ever fathom. This love is something that will transcend beyond this time and space. This love is something that will be stable and that will be a part of your legacy, is what I'm hearing. It will grow into generations of generations after you, after your lifetime, because this love, this conscious love, your highest self with your highest self recognizing their highest self, right? Soul recognizes soul. That is what's going to live beyond this human experience. So at this moment, you might be going through the dark night of the soul, some ego death, because you're shedding the old, you're shedding what is no longer serving you of this ten of swords, because you are coming into this beautiful energy of the ten of pentacles. And we have the 10 of wands as well. So 10, 10, 10. There is a major completion that is very much full moon energy. I love that. Sorry, I'm missing what is going on here. John Quadro says, that's what I'm looking to new my to that's what I am looking to new my energy positively and focus on the good that life offers than worry about what is the negative that happens with us. Yes, amen. Yes. John says, woo, great. Woohoo, great. It's so true. This is so true. That is that shift of perspective. That's why you keep getting that hangman card, because that is the shift of perspective. You shift the paradigm shift, because look, when you complete, you're closing out the cycles of deceit, the cycles of false agreements, the cycles of false expectations of who you think you have to be, the cycles of this ego, the false ego of who you think you have to be in order to be successful, in order to be loved or lovable, in order to be, worthy. But really, those are all false agreements. And these lunar cycles right here, right, is helping you shift out of that limiting lack mentality so that you can move into this beautiful abundance. Abundance is your birthright, because we have that full card underneath. It's time, ground zero, time to take that leap of faith. With the green is also the color of your heart chakra. So you have the heart chakra unfurling back to love, taking that leap of faith in love. Love within yourself, love within soul, love within divine. You have so much ace energy here of divine guidance. And then you have the high heart chakra tapping into your ecstatic bliss. There's a lot of beautiful balance that's happening with the temperance card underneath that. You're really alchemizing right now, and it's really beautiful. Really beautiful. So let's see what Spirit has to say before we then roll into some oracles from Lemuria and see what kind of next steps we can take with the 4 agreements oracle deck. And then we'll close out with some T formations. All right. Thank you all for being here with me. Thank you for participating. Thank you for being a part of the unfolding of this energy with your energy. Thank you for the likes that you have had on this, made on this video. And if you feel called to subscribe to my channel, Princess Leah 888, absolutely be a part of our soul tribe here, Conscious Love. You can hit that notification bell to know whenever I do go live. I have, right now, I do my daily divines as well. Right now I'm on a series, my 7th annual 21-day soul cleansing journey on my daily divines. So that is something that we are about to start our week 3 tomorrow, as we take a look into taking transformative action. So if that is something that you would like to be a part of, feel free to, again, hit that notification bell, because I enjoy it as much as you do. John Quadro says, thank you, you're wonderful. Thank you so much, beloved. You are welcome, and I appreciate your energy as well. The bottom of the deck, Spirit is showing is the High Priestess. Really beautiful. Love that. The High Priestess is that original divine feminine energy. She is not afraid to tap into the wisdom from the Akashic records, from the crystal ball that she has. She's, has up to her ear here to listen in, listen to spirit, listen to the energies of divine. The High Priestess, every time I hear it, I always think of radical acceptance, right? She learns how to take her experiences and merge them into wisdom so that people come to her as the High Priestess for advice, for guidance, as well as being able to then receive the love and the abundance from the universe. Really beautiful. So let's see what Spirit has to say about that beautiful High Priestess card or anything else. Yeah? Okay. So we have beautiful, the Magician card. And then look, bottom of the deck, the Hierophant. I love that. That is the counterpart to the High Priestess, the divine, the original divine masculine to the High Priestess, divine feminine. And this is Capricorn energy, very traditional. Um, you see how she's holding the crystal ball in her hand, and the High Priestess had the crystal up against her, the crystal ball up against her face. It's it's about the creation and the cultivation of their union, of I'm hearing of matrimony. That's what the Hierophant is also about. He is the ordained minister where people come to him for the blessings of their union, right? Contracts, new contracts. So as we are setting the intention for the new full moon, I should say, sorry. Look, with the Magician and the Temperance card, we're setting these intentions because we're manifesting something of the merging between the two energies. You see that Two of Cups again here. You are manifesting the Magician card to confirm and to, yeah, I'm hearing to confirm and to mirror with the masculine's manifestation and also his Temperance card. So Spirit is helping with any kind of new contracts. We're closing out the old cycles with this full moon in Aquarius. And then we're moving. What are we closing out so that we can move into is the question. So if you want to set, intentions for this full moon, you absolutely can. Do some full moon rituals. Some things that I like to do is to write out my intentions of what it is that I'm closing out and the intentions that I want to bring into the full moon. And then you can even write those on a list. You can, bye, bye, Sela. Sorry, I just saw you. Stella says, I feel an unstable energy. Okay. Well, that's okay. It always happens. But thank you for being here. Bye. So, sometimes that unstable energy can happen when you are manifesting, when you are moving out of, again, the old and into the new. Balance, tempering is of shifting the old, literally alchemizing the energies. I always think of this Temperance card of taking think of 2 cups of water. One is hot, one is cold, and you're pouring it into each other. You pour it into the cold, then you pour it into the hot. And then what happens over time when you're feeling it can be uncomfortable at first, right? Because you're merging these energies together. But then as you continue to balance, to alchemize, to pour, the water turns warm, right? It becomes more stable. And so that's what this Temperance card is doing. That's what the Magician card is helping. Spirit is helping us manifest balance, equilibrium, stability, is helping us with alchemizing our manifested, intended destinies. It's helping us come into a space of complete self fulfillment. And this Nine of Crystals is about independence. You know, if you're single, you're manifesting how to fulfill yourself, to be stable within your own self so that you can be interdependent with another. Hi, Aaron Harrington. Your voice perfectly fits with the original Xbox music player visualizers. That's funny. Maybe I should get my next job there. No, I'm just kidding. Thank you. Um, perhaps it's my calling. I just saw 55:55 on the clock here. So there's a lot of rapid change, abundant change that is happening. The Page of Cups with the Nine of Pentacles, the Nine of Crystals here, that's really tapping into, again, the innocence of your emotions. That's why you're finding fulfillment within yourself. If you are single, then really, even if you you can even use this full moon, um this full moon manifestation period to really tap into your emotional desires that you've had, as the innocence within you, the innocent desires that you've always had. Um, what are your emotional needs? What is it that makes you, that you love, that you have loved your whole life? And that could be a relationship, what a, partnership. What it is in a partner is what I'm hearing for some who need to hear it. What it is in a partner that you really, truly, genuinely desire, and to release. And I'm hearing spirit say, not, take off all of the material things of, like, he's got to be or she's got to be this height and have these kind of eyes, and do have this kind of work. I'm hearing to look at it from an emotional perspective. What do you want to feel when you are with this person? How do you want to feel? And then I'm also hearing, make that list of your ideal counterpart and then become that person. That's the Nine of Crystals. Then become that person, because then you attract that person in, because you are then at the vibration of that person's vibration that you want to date, right? I hope that makes sense for some of you. John Quadro says, we'll be going to renewal, my spiritual side and getting more positive side. I am single. Very good. I would take your advice. There you go. Let me know how that works for you, you know. And again, manifestation is not in it's not an overnight thing. I think that's what a lot of humans too also get so caught up in is, I want love and I want it now and I want it just like this and I want them to make me feel this way, but it's not about them making us feel this way. It's about us making ourselves feel that way and attracting that energy to us. Okay? That's why we have so much of this magician energy out. And then look, the high priestess came out to be with the Hierophant. We have the high priestess, the queen of crystals, and the page of wands. And so what I'm seeing with this is lots of feminine energy there with that high priestess and queen of crystals, queen of pentacles. Yeah. Yes. So I'm hearing, when you tap into your self fulfillment and become the partner that it is that you seek, then you stabilize, you build stability in the relationship by not needing the other to fulfill you. Does that make sense? Um, it's not about expecting something else to fill up our cup. It's about filling up our own cup with divine love. And again, Spirit saying attracting in that divine love to you. We have to find that stability, the interdependence. Okay, so I'm hearing for some is the shift that's happening from what I see here on the board with this three of pentacles or three of swords here of that heartbreak and the hangman and the magician card and the 10 of wands and all of this here, the temperance card. The shifting that's happening is shifting from, if this is a romantic conversation for some of you, it's shifting from codependency to no, codependency to independence to interdependence, right? So and that's not even just a romantic thing. We are conditioned to codependently please other people, our boss, our parents, our friends, our children, our lover, everyone other than ourselves. The moment we try to please ourselves, all of a sudden we're selfish, right? No. But what I'm hearing is that's the shift that's happening. So whether you're manifesting your dream life, your dream career, whether you're manifesting you know, abundance in financial stability, because we do have that 10 of pentacles underneath those 2 of cups, right? Or whether you are manifesting in a divine love, we have to shift out of that codependence of expecting others to please us, expecting others to make us happy, expecting others to do this for us, to make us feel loved. And then going and shifting from the codependence to the independence of I have my own, with this 9 of crystals, pentacles, is that I don't need anybody else. I can be bad all by myself and I don't need your help at all. I'm single. I don't want a partner. It's too hard, right? Or, and then shifting out of that independence to interdependence, so that you can, with the 2 of cups, you can allow yourself to have the mature kind of relationship. That's why the Hierophant and the High Priestess card are out, because they are the original divine masculine feminine. They are the mature couple. You know, they're like the 90-year-old couples that are just like chilling, hanging out. They still love each other. They've loved each other. They still look at each other the way that they've looked at each other since they were 19, right? Because they see each other's soul, because they have learned to grow with each other, because they have learned to accept and love who they are as individuals together. That is that interdependence, that it's not about I need you to do this for me to be loved or to feel loved. And it's not about I don't need you at all. I don't even need a partner. It's about being able to work together, heal together, nurture together. I heard the healing, I heard this the other day. The last part of healing comes when you can receive the love that comes to you. It's not about I will be healed and then I can find love. It's about learning to embrace and receive love. That is the final stage of healing. Does that make sense? That's beautiful. Yeah. Someone needed to hear that. I heard that the other day, a few weeks ago, actually. And so someone needed to hear that. That's why I said Hi, welcome on. Hi, Shiva. Welcome on. I'm glad you're here. John says, we want instantly and can't wait. That's so true. Need to wait for the right time. I get you. This is so true. Yes. He said, you got me there. And Lovely said, thank you. Shiva, I'm doing well. How are you doing? Welcome on. I'm so glad you're here. We are. This is a perfect oracle card. Oh, interesting. I usually do the Lemuria card first, but we have our next step from the four agreements, which is really perfect. So I'm just gonna pull this out. It's what we're supposed to say. Is our final agreement from the four agreements. If you, I'm hearing, if you want to read the book that this oracle deck is about, is called The Four Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz, and these cards are really beautifully based on all four of those agreements. And the last agreement, the fourth agreement, is always do your best. And I see here, this is our next action step that we can take that will help us with all of this manifestation that we're talking about, this beautiful full moon in Aquarius, of all the energies that we are bringing into, not to mention that we're, still, off this beautiful high of the Lionsgate portal, right? That ended on the 12th of August. And today, at the time of this reading, it's August 17th, which in numerology reduces the 17. 1 plus 7 equals 8. So technically, it's still another 888 portals. So we have some really powerful energies that is helping us move into this beautiful um, high vibrational frequency of conscious love. And so this next step that can help us here says, love and nurture your body. Always do your best. Love and nurture your body. And Shiva says, I'm good. My second time on your live. I know you made it. You said, want to always know, are you married? That is a personal question that I don't really feel like answering. To be respectful, I will respectfully decline that answer. Just because we are on live, and that's okay to do. But yeah, there are just some personal questions that I won't answer here on live, just because there's so many different people, and I don't want to give off the wrong idea or other people get the wrong idea of things. So thank you for asking. Hi, sweet chariot 144. Oh, I am late. Oh, you are. Yeah, it's okay. You're right on time, sweets. You'll catch the replay when I post it for Tea and Tarot Tuesday. But that's okay. You came right when you needed to. And this message here says, for the final agreement of the four agreements, always do your best and to love and nurture your body. It says, your body is a manifestation of God. And if you honor your body, everything will change for you. Practice giving love to every part of your body. This will plant seeds of love in your mind. And when they grow, you will love, honor, and respect your body immensely. This is exactly what we were talking about with this beautiful, with the nurturing, you guys, with the Two of Cups, with the shifting your mindset to positivity, with clearing out the old false expectations, with healing the pain. We're coming into a very mature relationship with ourselves so that we can be in a mature relationship with our divine counterpart. Shiva says, because love leads to marriage. Well, this is, that's why we have the Hierophant and the High Priestess out here. Excuse me, and I just burped a little, so that's releasing some fear. So maybe love leading to marriage, and that commitment might be leading some to, it might bring up some fear in that case of feeling afraid of that commitment, afraid of becoming and stepping into your full self, of knowing that all of who you are is so worthy and delicious. All of who you are, love and nurture. Right? That's that Queen of Wands energy here of loving and nurturing your body, of everything that you are. I'm hearing purifying. Some of you may need to go on a cleanse or a not just a soul cleanse, but also I'm hearing like a gut cleanse, or maybe doing like some fasting, if that calls to you. I'm just hearing this from spirit for some. Maybe you're purifying, like we were talking about, with clearing out that, karmic energy of any kind of other external addictions or toxicities, toxic people, toxic relationships, toxic lifestyle habits. Maybe those are things that are coming to an end because you're learning to give love to every part of your body, to honor your body, because your body is a temple, is a manifestation of God. You are the master manifester with these two magician cards because you are a creator, a creation of God, of source, of divine, which means that is within you as well. That's really beautiful. Really beautiful. Yeah, John Quadro says very, very powerful and positive, isn't it though? And look, Lemuria says the sound of the universe. Listen to the sound of the universe. We're at 111.50, and I'm hearing listen to the sound of the universe. Number 51 reduces to 6 of balance. Maybe some of you, if you are musicians, if you love music, if you're dancers, singers, writers, listen to the sound of the universe to let that music channel through you, because artists are also intuitive channelers as well. You are intuitively channeling the vibrations of spirit, of divine, into music, into song, into art. If you dance, the expression of your body movement is an intuitive channel from the energies that words, energy has no words. I just am intuitively channeling with words because I've been given the gracious gift to be able to articulate the frequencies of of spirit, right? But when we are doing our, whether it's painting or writing or singing or dancing, whatever it is that we are expressing our true joy and vibrancy, that is how we come into that alignment with that ecstatic bliss. Guys, you might want to tune into my 21-day soul cleansing journey if this resonates, because that is what we talk about, is clearing out all of the clutter, detoxing from all of that shit, and moving into a life where you're living freely, fully, and deeply in conscious love in your authentic bliss, right? And we're about to go into week 3 tomorrow of taking transformative actions, how you can manifest this into fruition. Because look, then you have 41. We had 51 for the sound of the universe, and then 41 for the realm bridger. So these might also be soul numbers for you, soul path numbers, 51 or 41. 41 reduces to 5 of change. You are the realm bridger. Okay, you are the space between heaven and earth. That is the beautiful, powerful manifester that you are. You are the creator, co-creator of earth, of love, of life. As above, so below. That's really beautiful. That's so beautiful. Your music is what I'm hearing. I'm really speaking to some artists right now. And this is for me too, because I also am a musician. I'm a dancer and I sing and I write music. And so this is also for me too. But for those who are also resonating, when you write your music, when you use your artistic outlet, you are bridging the realms, like just what I was talking about. You're bridging the realms of the articulate, you're articulating the frequencies, the energies of divine, of source, of God, of the almighty creator, however you want to use the words to call it. So listen to the sound of the universe, listen to the music from nature. I'm hearing from water, from oceans. If you're near a body of water, birds. I'm hearing right now. I can hear, even though my door is closed, I can hear the cicadas where I live. They have these cicadas and they're like really hissy. They make a hissing sound in the trees. And I used to hate that sound. And now it's like, listen to the sound of that universe, because those are the messages that come through. Those are the music of the soul that we are tuning into. Bounce to the beat of your own drum, right? That's what I just heard. That's so funny. That's the song that just channeled through. From what is it? From Rio Vio? That's a good song. Hi, Mama Nia Makeda. Welcome on. Love you. That's my mom, y'all. John Quadra says, I understand what you mean. I'm so glad you're here, Mama. And glad that you showed up with that cute little heart, little star, because you are a musician as well. I get that from you. And so beautiful message. Shiva says, the sound of the universe. That's right. I love that. That's right. The sound of the universe. Our crown chakra, we are the endless, infinite being of the universe. I love that. Really beautiful. That's beautiful. You guys, all right. So now we're going to move on into the T formations as we wrap up here. This is such a beautiful reading. It always is. Thank you for co-creating this with me and unfolding these messages for T in Tarot Tuesday when I release it next week. I'm so glad you guys got to be a part of this unfolding, this kind of preview, sneak peek live. Tell me how you like it. I'm seeing how I like it too. All right, try not to look, but there's like a big wad that just came through. All right, cute. All right, so we'll just take this little, we're like all connected. All right. So we have our first T formation here. Talking to plants is one of the ways to talk directly to spirit. You guys, we were just talking about the sound of the universe, talking and tapping into nature and the music of it. The plants is also another way to talk directly to spirit. Okay, some of y'all have a green thumb. That is another way of being able to tap into the frequencies of spirit. I love that. Rosemary Gladstar. That's beautiful. I'm going to put that on the sound of universe since we were just talking about that. Gratitude leads to love. Gratitude leads to love. Let me say that one more again. Gratitude leads to love. Yes. So make sure we are staying grateful. Make sure we are staying grateful for our journey, where we are at, because it's that energy that will attract back. I love that. I don't even know where to put this. I'm going to put this on love and nurture your body. Yeah. I'm trying to see if you, what did you say? John Quadro says, lovely reading. Thank you. No way. I tried to do this too and have some peace. Lily, I have some peace lilies at home and talk to them. Good. You should. They totally hear you. I have my little plants too out there, and they are great. They love. That's good. Then we have activating purpose. Yes, we are. That's exactly what we're doing right now. Activating purpose. That's a magician. I'm putting that on the magician card over here on spirit, even though we have 2 magician cards for the masculine too. Activating our purpose here. And then our final T formation of the night. How strange that nature does not knock and yet does not intrude. Emily Dickinson. Huh. Nature does not knock and yet does not intrude. I like that. And yet does not intrude. It's almost like the presence of nature, the presence of plants, the presence of divine, right? It doesn't intrude. It is. It's just there. It's just present, presently available, presently content, presently sharing itself with us. And yet it doesn't intrude. Yeah. Yeah, John says, well said, profound knowledge. I'll say Miss Emily Dickinson here. Yeah, I'm going to put that on the Ace of Wands, though. I don't know why, but I feel like with the Ace of Wands and how it is the divine clearing of energy, but it doesn't intrude as it. Maybe sometimes it can feel that way, but we don't have any tower cards here. There was one that showed up at the end of underneath, yeah, the sun card at the bottom of the deck, but it was in reverse for the masculine. So it's this, that's, you know, that tower awakening, and that can feel intrusive sometimes when we have things that have to blow up in order to, if we're only if we're not paying attention or if we're not doing the work. But the reason why it didn't come out on the deck here or on the floor is because everyone here, the masculine, the feminine, the collective, we're all doing the work, and we're learning how to lay these burdens down. We're learning how to shift our perspective. We're learning how to heal our broken wounds, our broken hearts, healing the heart of a woman, yes, and the soul of mankind through conscious love, yes, because we are the master manifestors of this world, because the wheel of fortune of divine destiny is turning in our favor, because it is our birthright to live fully, freely, and deeply in conscious love. It is our birthright to love at our highest capacity. We are victorious, and we will be, as long as we stay true to our joy, our bliss, our heart, our soul. Yes. Very powerful message. That was a really powerful last message from Spirit that I had to channel there. Okay. Really beautiful. Love that, you guys. Love that for us. Thank you so much for being with us. Nature is God, says Shiva. Yes. Yes. I don't know if I just feel like clapping. I just feel like we need to give this reading a round of applause. God, you deserve these snaps, these claps. Absolutely. Amen. Ashe. Namaste. This is so beautiful. I will do a daily divine recap so you can see just the cards for those who like to see the cards. If not, definitely stay tuned for the replay if you missed some of this when I do go public with it for Tea and Tarot Tuesday next week. But I really, really, really appreciate you all being here. John said you're connected well with the spirit. Thanks. You were great. Thank you so much, John. I appreciate that. I appreciate your presence. I appreciate all of you being here. I appreciate those who have returned. I appreciate those who are new to this channel. And like I said, if this reading resonated with you, feel free to hit that like button if you haven't already done so. Feel free to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so you can know whenever I do go live again and whenever I'm posting, if you want to be a part of any of my upcoming messages or just know whenever these messages come through. And John asks, which day would you have the replay? It'll be on this coming Tuesday for Tea and Tarot Tuesday, which is the 20th, August 20th. Yep. So I do my Tea and Tarot Tuesdays every week, and I'll probably post it. I'll probably let it go public. I don't know. I don't know if I'll let it go public in the morning or in the evening. I usually go live in the evening times, but because school has just started for my youngin, I'm doing this kind of fun, you know, preview, pre-recording so then I can post it and have it go live on Tuesday. So anyway, Shiva says, compliment to you, beautiful outfit. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yes, I love that. I love that as well. I love you all for being here. Thank you so much. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, you absolutely can do so. I do have an August promo going on right now for new time booking sessions. If you have not booked a session with me before, then you can definitely have your first reading with me for free. Right now, it is a complimentary pre-recorded 3-card pull. So of whatever topic you would like to, chat about from Spirit, and then, yes, if you have already booked with me before, I am offering a full tea and tarot reading, personal reading, where you will actually get a 1 ounce of my loose leaf tea of mango ginger yerba mate from my Femrims Apothecary, and as well as a live reading. So we will go Zoom. If you are, not in my area, if you want to meet in person in my area, we can absolutely do that as well. So, and that reading is on sale for $88. So for the Lionsgate 88 portal. So you can always email me. My email is in the description box, femrims811@gmail.com, or you can find me on my social media and message me there on TikTok or Instagram, Princess Leah 888. And Shiva says it's an Indian attire. Can I wear a sari someday? Maybe. Maybe. You just never know what's gonna come out of my closet. But thank you everyone once again. I'll just kind of channel that and I'll leave that at that. I'm gonna go ahead and close out. Spirit says this message is complete. You all are beautiful. My soul recognizes and loves the light within me, acknowledges and cherishes and respects the light within you. Namaste, peace and love. Ciao for now. Bye.